everyone, and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. My name is Lauren and I'm here to talk to you about fitness. I wanted to start this YouTube channel because you don't really see much representation of people in larger bodies in the fitness industry. I'm by no means a fitness expert, but I have been into lifting and really staying active and keeping fit for probably 5 or 6 years now. So I think I've got some insight that I can offer you all at home, hopefully to make the YouTube and fitness space a little bit more diverse looking. What I thought I would start with is my experiences with the programme that I've been following for the last 10 weeks since we've been on lockdown here in the UK. I've been following the Natacha Oceane, I don't know if I'm saying her name properly, sorry Natasha, the Natacha Oceane Home Reload workout programme. One of the reasons that this particular programme really stood out to me is it's not entirely HIIT focused. She uses a lot of resistance bands in this particular programme. It was pitched to me as being a workout programme designed for people who have been lifting weights and wanted to try and maintain some of their muscle mass during lockdown. And that was something that really appealed to me. One of the reasons that it appealed to me as well is because it's not HIIT based. I've had a lot of issues with my back over the last couple of years. So doing anything that's too high intensity or involves too much jumping really does not work well for me and for my back. So whilst there is one HIIT workout a week, and I'll go into the structure a little bit later, there's not too many high impact moves, which is something that just works a lot better for me and for the way that I like to work out. So the way the workout programme is structured is that it's 10 weeks of, we do 2 lower body days, 2 upper body days and 1 HIIT workout per week. They're supposed to take an hour for each of the resistance based training days and 20 to 25 minutes of HIIT, but I find that really the workouts take more like 30 to 40 minutes. Maybe I'm just not trying hard enough. So I think I should probably get into whether or not I enjoyed the programme. I did. I had a little bit of a wobble at about week 8 and I started to get a little bit bored. So much so that I'm still a workout behind. I still haven't completed the last upper body day of week 8. I'm planning on tagging that on at the end, but I am on week 10 now. I've got one more workout to do of the whole 10 weeks, and that is upper body, which I haven't done yet today. I'll probably go and do that later. And I have really enjoyed it. The programme uses quite a lot of complex movement. Yes, there are squats and yes, there are burpees, but it's not just that. The use of the resistance bands is really creative. I bought just one long resistance band and a pack of 3 short ones, and whilst it would have been nice to have a second long resistance band, I just couldn't buy any because they were all sold out, because funnily enough everybody else wants resistance bands as well. So I've only got the one long resistance band that I really use, which is apparently 25 kilos, and I really feel like I've got my money's worth out of those resistance bands. I have got a set of adjustable dumbbells that I can use, and I think the highest I can go up to on one dumbbell is 10 kilos, so they're not particularly heavy, but for some of the upper body day movements and things like single leg deadlifts, that 10 kilos is good enough for me and for my poor puny hamstrings. I thought a good way of showing you how I do the workouts and where I do the workouts would be to just film one of my workouts. I've got some clips here of me working out in my garden, which has been an absolute godsend the last 10 weeks. So on the screen you should see some footage of the last lower body day of the 10-week programme, which was a mixture of deadlift type movements, a few different squat movements, some agility work, as well as some high intensity movements like the step ups that absolutely destroyed me. Another thing I think I should mention as well is the app that the programme is launched on. It's an app called Athlete, which is AF LETE, which I absolutely love the name of. And that does a really good job of showing you what the movements are. There's videos to show you each of the individual movements, how many reps, how many sets you need to do, and there's also a way for you to record what weight you lifted, which isn't as applicable for the home programs, but I could see how for a gym-based program that would be really useful. So I think another thing you'll probably be interested in is whether I made any progress. I didn't start the program wanting to lose weight, or I didn't really have any expectations of putting on any muscle during this time, because I didn't really think that was a realistic expectation to have. I will definitely say that I think I've got fitter throughout the 10 weeks. Before all of this, I did very, very minimal amounts of cardio and I didn't do any HIIT training at all. And I've really found that even just with one specific HIIT session a week, my endurance has significantly improved. Well, maybe not significantly, but I feel like I've noticed a difference. I should probably talk about the cost as well. I think the program's about £45, which is a one-off purchase over 10 weeks. That's not too bad. Because of when I signed up, I think there was a 20% discount or something like that at the time, so I paid about £35 for it. And actually I think it's been really worth every penny. I've had 50 individual workouts over the course of 10 weeks and they have all been at least a little bit different. There's clearly a lot of thought that's gone into each of the workouts, and as I mentioned before, the moves are quite creative. So I'll put some more footage up of me doing one of the upper body and abs sessions, which I absolutely hate because my core strength is awful. But they are really challenging. I've seen mentioned online by other people that this program isn't really aimed at beginners, and I would say it definitely isn't. Some of the moves are a little bit complex, and things like kick sits I really struggle with, I'm not gonna lie. I can't do them at all, but I try my best and that's all anybody can do, and I think I've probably got a little bit better throughout the 10 weeks. So it is really, I would say, aimed at intermediate to advanced, especially because you've got moves like single leg and straight leg deadlifts. They're going to be quite difficult for you to learn, I think, at home. I should probably mention that the guide itself also comes with a nutrition guide. I did read the guide, but I didn't really follow any of the principles that were given in it. I can't specifically remember any off the top of my head, but I basically ate the same way I would normally eat throughout the 10 weeks, which is vegan. Try and eat as much whole foods as I can, but I do like crisps. I guess the question that everybody's going to ask now is, would I recommend it to people? Yes, I would. If you're somebody who has trained in the gym before and you are familiar and comfortable with a lot of the moves, I really would recommend giving it a go. There's a couple of workouts on her YouTube channel that you can really gauge and see whether they're the sort of thing you'd enjoy. I think if you do enjoy those, you'll probably enjoy the entire 10 weeks. For me, the program's been a really vital part of keeping up my activity levels and my fitness over the last 10 weeks. I've really enjoyed having the structure there, and I enjoy following a program so that you don't have to think about what you're going to be doing on a specific day. You just have to get changed and do it. So yeah, I would recommend it to people. If you're looking for a 10-week program that's got a nice mixture of resistance training and HIIT workouts, and it's something that you can really scale up or down based on your level of experience, and you could just get stiffer resistance bands, I think it would be a really good fit for a lot of people, especially as it doesn't seem like gyms are going to be reopening anytime soon. Okay everyone, I'm going to leave it there for this week. I hope you have a really good week and I will see you again soon. Need to not feel so awkward.